There is a destiny which has the control of our actions, not to be resisted by the strongest efforts of human nature.
If the freedom of speech is taken away, then dumb and silent, we may be led, like sheep to the slaughter.
If we desire to avoid insult, we must be able to repel it. If we desire to secure peace, one of the most powerful instruments of our rising prosperity, it must be known that we are at all times ready for war.
Let us therefore animate and encourage each other, and show the whole world that a freeman, contending for liberty on his own ground, is superior to any slavish mercenary on earth.
Religion is as necessary to reason as reason is to religion. The one cannot exist without the other. A reasoning being would lose his reason, in attempting to account for the great phenomena of nature, had he not a supreme being to refer to. It is impossible to account for the creation of the universe without the agency of a supreme being. It is impossible to govern the universe without the aid of a supreme being. It is impossible to reason without arriving at a supreme being. The turning points of lives are not the great moments. The real crises are often concealed in occurrences so trivial in appearance that they pass unobserved. The basis of our political system is the right of the people to make and to alter their constitutions of government. There is nothing which can better deserve our patronage than the promotion of science and literature. Knowledge is in every country the surest basis of public happiness. The time is now near at hand which must probably determine whether Americans are to be freemen or slaves, whether they are to have any property they can call their own, whether their houses and farms are to be pillaged and destroyed, and themselves consigned to a state of wretchedness from which no human efforts will deliver them. The fate of unborn millions will now depend, under God, on the courage and conduct of this army. Our cruel and unrelenting enemy leaves us only the choice of brave resistance, or the most abject submission. We have, therefore, to resolve to conquer or die. Every post is honorable in which a man can serve his country. I hope, someday or another, we shall become a storehouse and granary for the world. 3 things prompt men to a regular discharge of their duty in time of action: natural bravery, hope of reward, and fear of punishment. A primary object should be the education of our youth in the science of government. In a republic, what species of knowledge can be equally important? And what duty more pressing than communicating it to those who are to be the future guardians of the liberties of the country? The harder the conflict, the greater the triumph. Be courteous to all, but intimate with few, and let those few be well tried before you give them your confidence. Laws made by common consent must not be trampled on by individuals. 99% of failures come from people who make excuses. Perseverance and spirit have done wonders in all ages. Experience teaches us that it is much easier to prevent an enemy from posting themselves than it is to dislodge them after they have got possession. I conceive a knowledge of books is the basis upon which other knowledge is to be built. Paper money has had the effect in your state that it will ever have, to ruin commerce, oppress the honest, and open the door to every species of fraud and injustice. Real men despise battle, but will never run from it. Be not glad at the misfortune of another, though he may be your enemy. Associate yourself with men of good quality if you esteem your own reputation, for it is better to be alone than in bad company. Speak not evil of the absent, for it is unjust. Nothing can be more hurtful to the service than the neglect of discipline. for that discipline, more than numbers, gives one army the superiority over another.